Newscast on Kaieteur Radio. I am Kevin Smith. Let's get to the news in detail. Dutch floater specialist SBM Offshore today updated shareholders and reported that its lease and operate turnkey projects for its 4 floating production, storage and offloading vessels will see the company with cash flow visibility up to 2050, facilitating dividend payments. 3 of the 4 vessels that are buoying the company's financial performance belong to the Guyana Starboard Block operations, namely the Liza Destiny, Unity and Prosperity. Unity and Prosperity are currently under construction. It is understood that the Liza Unity is set to arrive next month with Saipem's Constellation vessel, currently in the Starboard Block, finishing up the subsea systems in order to hook up to the FPSO when moored. In other news, the government has instructed Ian Charles Jones, a director of foreign-controlled company Superior Concrete Inc., to leave these shores within 7 days, following his disrespectful actions towards enforcement officers of the Central Housing and Planning Authority. Following the foregoing, Minister of Housing Colin Crowell, in the company of Sherwin Greaves, CEO of the CHNPA, and staff of the CHNPA's Enforcement Department, visited the illegal operation with the intent of serving another cease order. But the team of government officials and regulatory officers are treated with disrespect. This time, it was by Richard Austin Shamlin, another foreign director of Superior Concrete Inc. Shamlin approached the team and told them to leave the premises as it is private property. He said too that he had no interest in engaging them on what they came for. And now let's tell you that on October 26, 2020, the High Court had issued an order which categorically stated that Pritipal Singh Investments Inc. must give up possession of Providence lands, which belong to Demerara Contractors and Engineers Limited, a subsidiary of DDL. Pritipal Singh was required to leave the said lands on October 30, 2020. But yesterday, DCEL informed the media that the company continues to illegally occupy the lands. In a statement to the press, the subsidiary said Pritipal Singh Investments Inc. had continued its occupation, keeping materials and equipment on the property. On several occasions, heavy-duty equipment was used to block DCEL access to the property. In other news, Guyanese have been given a month to register their concerns with the EPA over the proposed development of a 4th new oil field in the Starboard Block, Yellowtail, but the operator is already in the process of undertaking the front-end engineering design phase for the expected FPSO vessel for the field. Additionally, the company is looking to have engineering and construction for a new shore base to support the venture to begin by October of this year. According to Exxon's timeline for the project development, the design aspect for the FPSO commenced in April of this year and is scheduled to be completed by the end of October, at which point in time the new shore base is set to begin construction. And now let's tell you that Kanu ranks reported that safety concerns prevented them from pursuing at least 3 drug bust suspects yesterday. According to a press release by Kanu, the bust was made at around 4 hours at a location along the number 68 village, Carriverton, Berbice. Kanu stated that its ranks had spotted 3 of 4 individuals with flashlights walking through a track. The persons dropped their bags, scattering in different directions. Kanu stated that due to safety concerns, they stopped the pursuit. Inside the bags, Kanu said, parcels containing suspected marijuana were found. When it was weighed, it totaled 207 pounds. An investigation has been launched and a wanted bulletin was issued for 47-year-old Omesh Lekram of Lot 111, number 68 village, Carriverton. It is believed that he might be the one responsible for trafficking the marijuana. Kanu requested that if anyone has seen or knows where he is, they can call telephone numbers 227-3507 and 226-0431. Those numbers again are 227-3507 and 226-0431. In other news, Belizean Dr. Carla Natalie Barnett has been selected as the new Secretary General of CARICOM, the first woman to hold the post. During a heads of government meeting held virtually in a special session yesterday, Dr. Barnett was unanimously appointed as the 8th CARICOM Secretary General. She will replace Ambassador Erwin LaRocque, who is completing his 2nd term. Dr. Barnett is also the first Belizean to be selected for the post. She will assume office on August 15, 2021. Heads of government in congratulating Dr. Barnett on her selection, recognized a historic moment for the community. And to wrap things up this evening, let's tell you that emissions from flaring, plant emissions, emissions from construction equipment, and fugitive emissions from construction and other operations can lead to increased concentrations of pollutants in the air that could contribute to health concerns in exposed humans and wildlife. These are among the potential environmental concerns listed by ExxonMobil as it seeks approval for its Yellowtail development in the Stabroek Block. The information is presented in Exxon's project summary for its fourth development, as submitted to the EPA over the weekend. It was noted in the project summary that building on the previous Stabroek projects, Yellowtail will be designed to demonstrate continuous improvement in environmental performance, and that the company routinely strives to make improvements in environmental performance through emissions controls, technology enhancement, and process improvements. And with that, we've come to the end of this evening's newscast. I am Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465 or 226-8210 today.
The time has now moved on to 19 hours 7 in Guyana. Coming up next, a short presentation from the publisher of the Kaieteur News, Mr. Glenn Lal.
People asking, Glenn Lal, what is this $960 million US pre-contract cost Guyana is now auditing?